Hello again, this is Fritzylvania. We're ready to move on to our deck testing of the Wild Blood deck against human opponents. Let's go back over the deck real quick because I have made a couple changes since we did our AI testing. I removed our Argus Herald of Doom. It was a 12 drop, and we weren't able to land them even if we had a ramp going on, so it seems to be a wasted spot there. Instead I put a Moon'ariu Sensei in, which will give us a 2 drop and card draw. Bring a total of 3 on that one. I took out the 4 Honeycaps. If you recall, the Honeycaps were a 4 drop with 1 threshold. As the interplay got attack and toughness equal to the number of wild threshold we had. Instead, I went ahead and replaced it with 1 blood shard to bring our resource total up to 24. As well as 3 Crash of Beasts, which is an escalation card for 3 and 2 threshold, which puts a 3/3 Rhinoceros with Crush out there. First time around, it escalates in 2 and then 3. More oftentimes you play it. So let's see how the deck does now. Go ahead and see if we can't grab somebody to play against. Available. Looking for groups. Let's see them. Looking for game, I would imagine. Here we go. We're playing up against Bertram Craigraven, which is generally a dwarf artifact deck. This creates a worker bot for 3 charge. This is okay. I don't quite like this. But against the artifact deck, I'm going to go ahead and keep it and see how it does. In Ruby and Sapphire, I totally played Sapphire because of its charge power on his champion. The idea will be get to turn 3, land our Crash Beast, turn 4, land a Wild Root Dancer, and a resource to give our Rhinoceros a 2/2 buff. Interesting, I haven't seen what the worker bot's actual casting cost is because it comes in as a token. So don't quite know if it's going to get the inspire triggers, or I know it probably will get at least 1, but I don't know how many of them they'll get. If you recall, inspire is a keyword that any other troop that comes in with equal or greater cost to that troop, it gets a buff of some sort, whether it be a keyword or like this one's +0 or +1/+0. So we're going to take 2 on the chin because we have no one to block with. Comes another wild. We don't need it for the threshold, so we'll put our Crash of Beasts out there. That should slow him down a hair. Use our champion power, get one of our life back, and even 4 up. We will pass our turnover. One nice thing about the Rhinoceros is the 3/3, so he's not susceptible to burn. Here comes Wizard of the Solar Talon. Do 3. Becomes a 3/3. 2/1 flyer out there. Oddly enough, he's going to attack. Got no resources back, so I'm unsure why he attacked there. Oh, he thought he had 1 mana left. He was planning on burning him, so That gives us information about his hand. He either had a burn or a rage fire in his hand. A life siphon. Go ahead and play our Wild Root Dancer. A resource and buff our Rhinoceros up. Try to hit him in the face for 5. Another one, now we'll go back up to 20. But we definitely will win this race. I think he's going to burn the Wild Root Dancer anyway. If he doesn't, I will go ahead and block his wizard. Right now, without 2 Sapphire Threshold, Rage Fire against the Root Dancer. Without 2 Sapphire Threshold, I'm not worried about counter magic from my Life Siphon yet. What time he's on a 3-turn clock? We'll take 5 on the chin. Hopefully we get a wild threshold here so we can get our wild shard to increase our threshold. Worker bot's a 1/1 for 1, so get the Inspire triggers anyway. Get that wizard off the board. Go ahead and see if we can't draw a shard here. We did not, but we can put another Crashing Beast out there. That'll be large. So basically, he's on a 2-turn clock here, it looks like. Unless he's got some sort of life gain in the deck. Or we'll go through because of the crushability of the Rhinoceros. Or swinging for 11 next turn. We can block 2 of them, but it looks like 6 will get through, 6 or 7 will get through, so Life Siphon will win us the game. Assuming he doesn't get a Sapphire Threshold here. Stuck on our priority bug here. There we go. They seem to have had that fixed, so. How this plays out. Got 4 cards in hand. Good. Swing with the flyer, which won't leave him a blocker back. We can go about this 2 different ways here. Rage Fire is going to deal 4 damage to Rhinoceros. Looks like he's going to double burn him here real quick. Yep. Which is fine because 4 we can still get through. Game's still over. We'll deal 4 damage and... Oh, I can't cast Life Siphon. Wow, because we don't have the 2 threshold. Go ahead and use Curse on the deck, see what he has left in there. Let's take the Rage Fires out. Got a little bit too big for my taste. The amount of John as we can. Down to 5 up. Now Blood Threshold, Blood Shard wins us the game. Can't really attack with his wizard. Not what we wanted to see there. threshold there. Yep, he's got to have a counter magic in hand now. Wizard. Can't cast if we have it, so... Blood Shard? No, wild again. Leave the Sensei back to block. We'll attack with 3 next turn. That's the only shot we have right here. Double blocking. We'll let the bird fly over. Kill the wizard. But yeah, we have to top deck for the win here. In the wizard. Don't block here. Take 5 on the chin. See if we can top deck for the win here. He has no resources, so he can't counter anything. No cards in hand. Blood Shard for the win. Nope, another Wild Shard. Not going to help us. And we could play the fist out there, but I'm not going to, especially if this was a 3-game match. I wouldn't want to give him the information that I have the fist in my deck, so... Let him swing for the win here. That will do it for this first test. Thanks for tuning in. We'll do another test here shortly.